So we're going to get damage somewhere. I don't know where. He arrows the wrong side. Yep, makes sense. And that's game-winning damage. And that's what I'm talking about right there. Literally one push is all it takes. Oh my gosh, that one barrel took his entire tower. Oh my gosh, dude, that's crazy. Ooh, what is up, gamers? The Community Royal Tournament is officially underway, which means you need a deck. So in today's video, I'm going to be playing with 6 of the best decks for this tournament that were unaffected by all of the bans. So by the end of the video, ideally, you would have at least one deck that you feel confident that you can run in the tournament. But rest in peace to all my Mega Knight, P.E.K.K.A, and Royal Recruits users. It's for the best. 6 games in total, 1 game per deck. Let's get it, baby. All right, in our first match of the video and our first deck of the video, it's going to be Giant Beatdown. I don't know how any card in this deck didn't get banned. It is by far the most overused, no skill deck in the entire game, in my opinion. So we're gonna give it a try. Looks like this guy's running Sparky. We should be okay against Sparky. We'll see though. Dark Prince does a pretty decent job because of the whole shield concept. We're gonna get ready here. And it looks like they're just gonna let it go. No, they're not. Prince here will take care of the Sparky as well. I'm gonna zap just to make sure that we don't lose our Prince there. So he's gonna be running Goblin, Giant, Sparky. Funny enough, I think that's one of the decks that I also have on my list, but this deck right here is honestly just super nasty. I mean, it's also really easy to use. Anytime you run Rage, Zap, it's like, players don't know how to defend it. Holy moly, okay. I know this is the first game of the tournament, but come on. Yeah, I think this is the easiest deck to use in the tournament. I'm just gonna be straight up with y'all. Okay, we're gonna go Bomber here, just to clean this up. And really from this position, I shouldn't really lose, to be completely honest, but that's okay. All right, I'm gonna cycle my Mega Minion here. I think the only way I lose is if I heavily push into the Sparky, which we are not going to do today. So instead, because he did that, we're gonna go for the old 3 crown proposition here. Nice. Ooh, maybe not nice. We'll see. Even Lumberjack not really getting as much value as I wanted him to get, but that's okay. Nonetheless, we're going to live. Giant's going to get a decent amount of damage, and at the end of the day, he wasn't really able to support his push, and that was what I was most worried about. We're going to zap here and just eat 1 wizard shot. And we're going to go Bomber. Nice job, Barry. So as long as you don't push into the Sparky, we're going to be okay. I feel bad I didn't really get to do the whole, like, giant push because my man just lost his tower, like, right away. But that's okay. I'm just going to continue cycling a Lumberjack, like, in the corner. Kind of away from a lot of his pressure, or intentionally away. I just realized he's running, like, a super weird variant. I really don't understand his variant. I'm actually going to do this. He gave me great Evo Zap value. And I think if I Rage, we take out the Marcher. And he doesn't have Goblin Gang in cycle because he cycled it, so nice. Very good, very good. I'm going to go Evil Lumberjack here, and I'm going to go Prince as well. This deck just has so much DPS. Like, it's so hard for anyone to break through, like, most of the time. Nice. This Prince is going to do great. Really weird Sparky. We're just going to go for the Zap here. I mean, I get that it's the first game of the tournament, but anyways, I hope this goes to show how strong this deck is. It's seriously very, very easy to use, but at the same time, a lot of people will probably be ready for it because it's a really common deck. So easy first game with what I think is the easiest and most broken deck. We're going to hold that W, and we'll catch y'all in the next game. Into our next match here with our next deck. Same idea as our opponent in the last match. This is going to be Goblin, Giant, Sparky. This one is a little harder to use in terms of beatdown, but I know there are a lot of people that are just straight up Sparky loyalists. They love Sparky. They love everything about Sparky. Looks like we might be up here against Royal Hogs. Yeah, Royal Hogs Cycle. That's another deck that is very, very good in this tournament. Might be different. I'm not sure. That was actually really smart of him because he didn't actually have to pop the ability. Yeah, and then the Queen is going to live. So pretty intelligent plays coming out from my opponent. Looks like he's going to be running some sort of, I don't know. It looked like Royal Hogs, but now I'm not 100% sure. We're going to go ahead and Rage here, just kind of to cycle and maybe get one of these onto the tower, but it looks like that will not be the case. Ewiz is going to be our best friend here. We know his big spell is Fireball, so I don't really got to worry about it too much. So Ram Rider. Maybe Ram Rider instead of Hogs. I'm not sure. Really weird and unorthodox deck. Nonetheless, we should be okay. His defense is good. His micro placements are really good. Like that Ice Spirit interaction changed because of the Ewiz buff, and he actually played that really well. Queen is going to give us problems, though. It just will. I'm going to cycle my Goblin Giant. I don't expect to break through, but I do want to get to my Evo one. So I'll probably just play it and let it go, or potentially cycle a Dark Prince, but I think just letting it go is fine. It's good enough for me, honestly. And we'll just cycle a Zap here. Kind of the same idea, just trying to get to our Evos. Not really ever expecting too much from a lot of these pushes in single Elixir, honestly. Okay. Dark Prince should soak up most of this damage here, which is nice, and it should get a charge. Beautiful, so now we don't have to play anything else. Alright, we're going to go E-Barbs at the bridge just to be degenerate. Double Elixir is a lot better for us majority of the time. Nice. Honestly, pretty good defensive Ram Rider. I really like the idea. I don't think he can get the ability off in time. No, he can. Okay, fair enough. Alright, Queen is out of cycle. That's very, very, very good for us. It might be a good time for us to go in. But if he plays really good defense, it will be difficult for us to break through. We'll see. Evo Skeletons are out of hand. And Evo Cannon is down. Fair enough. Sparky, please. Beautiful. Okay. No dice on that initial push. You don't have a big spell for the Queen, so it can be kind of difficult to break through. I think split lane pressure in this matchup is a really good option. So we're gonna not keep jamming into the same lane as them. I don't think that's ideal. Instead, we're gonna end up cycling into the opposite lane, and he's gonna hopefully have to overspend. We're gonna build up an elixir advantage and then kind of take advantage of that. Maybe with some E-Barbs in the opposite lane or something like that. At least that's the idea. So we're gonna drop a Sparky here. Have our E-Barbs ready. Nice. Heal Spirit here. I mean, you can Fireball these, but it's really not gonna be a great answer. Nice, beautiful. We have our Rage ready and our Zap ready. We're going to Rage, obviously, have Zap ready over here. Nice. Really good Ice Spirit from my opponent. But he's going to take a Sparky Shot. I'm going to Zap to retarget that. Nice. Great Zap. Really, really good Zap. And one Sparky Shot is such a big lead. And you can see how much he has to spend, dude. He has to spend so much on defense. And it was just too much for them. So a nice, solid win there. We're going to hold it. I'll see y'all in the next one. Alright, our next match of the tournament, we're going to be rocking Graveyard, one of the best control decks of all time. And not as popular because it's harder to use, but it was literally unaffected by the bans. So it should be good against like a lot of the beatdown and stuff if you know how to play it well. So super excited for that. Yeah, he takes the Fireball, except he misses my tower. The thing is, you see, man, a few games into the tournament, it's comical sometimes. I would love for that to just, go away. Fireball and Dark Goblin doesn't tell me too much. Maybe some sort of weird homemade deck. I don't really know. I will take the poison here on the Queen. I don't have... I mean, the alternative is just leaking, and I don't think that's a good play. So we forced out the ability. I don't know if I agree with that 100%, but nonetheless, it happened. So we're going to do this because I want to make sure that we don't get DPS down too hard here by the Queen and the Cannon Cart. Fair enough. I messed up that interaction a little bit. So Cannon Cart, Queen... Dark Goblin, I don't really know. So what I can say is I don't think it's beat down. So I'm fine doing this. If he takes the Fireball, it's not the end of the world. Because I think we're up a little bit of Elixir here. And if he Fireballs late or arrows late, that's fine with me. I'm going to have Baby Dragon to try and tank for this. I'm trying to spread everything out, not so that way he doesn't get like a really good Fireball. Yeah, exactly. We're going to Tornado everything in. Oh, one shot would be nice. Nah, Dream is dead. I still don't really know the deck, but... we should be okay. I see a lot of potential poison value and NATO value in the future. So I'm going to go ahead and cycle my Knight just to get to my Evo version. Sometimes this can be risky on defense, but I haven't seen enough that this is making me incredibly fearful. And once again, I'm just going to take this poison. Every day of the week, I feel like I gotta. This Cage, I think, full counters here because of how much DPS that the Brawler does. Dude, Goblin Cage low-key... mad underrated, I feel like. Alright. We'll go like this. Both of those threaten decent damage onto the tower, so... awesome, awesome, awesome. Looking pretty good so far. Again, just really trying to make sure I know what the matchup is. And I don't... oh, I let that Cannon Cart lock on by mistake. But he used his Evo Dark Goblin, so I'm going to go like this. And I have my point... that was supposed to be a Graveyard. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. We're not going to panic. We're not going to panic. That was supposed to be a Graveyard. We messed that up big time. Yeah, that was bad. That's okay. This guy's honestly, like, no disrespect, but he's playing very poorly, so I'm really not worried about it. He shouldn't get back to his second ability. He's going to have to defend that side, so now I will go in for the graveyard. Nice, nice, nice. We'll get our poison ready. Not even worth poisoning yet. This is worth poisoning. And now we're probably going to win the game. So you can kind of see with graveyard, obviously that guy played very, very poorly. But you don't really need much. Like, you kind of just need one good push when your opponent doesn't have the right cards in cycle and you can win. So obviously you'll have harder matchups than that, but it was a really good game. We'll hold it, and I'll see you with the next deck. Next deck here is going to be Royal Giant. I cannot believe we didn't ban any cards from Royal Giant, man. I don't know if any of you follow me on TikTok, but I was posting, I guess I posted a YouTube short about how I thought it would be cool to ban Log because it's the most used spell in the game and it would make a lot of sense to ban it. But no one bought into it. But this deck does pretty good against a lot of the, it's a control deck in nature. It's a little easier to use as well than some of the control decks. Like Graveyard, I think Graveyard can kind of be difficult for a lot of players to use. I'm going to do this and just pull this away so then maybe my Ghost can get on the tower or something like that. No, it doesn't really work. Fair enough. I didn't really want to use my Hunter or something that would have given too much value to that. So we're just going to cycle this. Monk doesn't tell me too much other than the fact that I'm wary of his deck because I'm nervous about the Monk on Hunter interactions. Looks like it's going to be a bit of a mirror match, somewhat. He actually doesn't have his Fisherman in hand, so I think this makes a lot of sense because of his lack of Fisherman. Oh, did I miss the Bomber? I did miss the Bomber. I did. Okay, we're going to have our Fisherman ready here. We're going to have to pull this over like last second. That could have been so much better for us than it was if I would have hit the Bomber. But even so, it's like still a fine amount of damage. And now, yeah, you can see the power of having the Fisherman in cycle for that interaction. So we ended up getting much more damage than they did, and that really only happened because he didn't have his Fisherman in cycle. But I still missed the Lightning. Anyways, this deck is really, really strong. Evo Hunter will be nice against like all of the Giant that you see. Curious if he just lets this go or not. Okay, we're gonna have our Ghost ready. I don't want to go Hunter on this. Right, exactly. Yeah, that is like so tough for us to deal with, generally speaking. But we lived, so let's go like this. And I need to wait for a Lightning, I feel like, because of the Phoenix. What the? What? He's just sacking? That's crazy to me. Wow. Wow. I can't say that I was expecting that at all. Okay. That was a really weird and frankly, I feel like bad play. Especially with me having the Evo Hunter, dude. Evo Hunter is just cleaning everything up. The RG is just frozen in time. Oh my goodness. I'm going to go ahead and apply a little bit of pressure here. And pull this way over into the opposite lane. Oh, don't grab the Monk. Mother yucker, dude. Alright, well, we're pretty close to double Lightning range anyway, so it's really not that big of a deal. Yeah, this guy didn't play that great. If he doesn't have his Fisherman in cycle, I could go in for the RG. Okay, yeah, we're going to defend this first, and then we're going to win the game, so not bad. My opponent played it kind of poorly, I feel like, even though I think he had a decent matchup, so GG to that RG player. Yeah, our variant was, I think, a little better generally speaking, although not great in the mirror matchup. So GG's to that guy, RG. Amazing deck. We'll see you in the next game with our new deck. Into our next deck, another deck untouched by the bans. That is Royal Hoggy Cycle. We didn't want to ban Archer Queen for some reason, and so now we're stuck with Royal Hoggies. I don't have any of my cycle cards in hand, but that timing could not have been better with him just cycling his Valkyrie. I'm just going to let that go. Those skeletons go over there. I don't want to overcommit too much. But what I can do is place an early cannon, and then this will help out with the Valkyrie and all that. So yeah, this deck, I mean, it kind of goes without saying how strong that this deck is, right? Brother, what the yuck? I mean, it low-key worked. Okay, so freeze, Valkyrie, Barbarians. I guess I should have taken him a little more seriously there. I just laughed him off. It'll be a pretty nice defense here. And all my Ice Spear ready if he zaps. Yeah, okay, well, the cool thing about this deck is similar. I always call this deck like the new 2.6. That's kind of how I think about it. is it has the outplay potential to really win almost any matchup. I'd say the only deck that has a higher skill ceiling than this one is like minor poison cycle, but the skill ceiling on this deck is immaculate. You can just win any matchup with it. So if you're thinking of running 2.6, oh wait, you can because it's banned. This is like the variant that's better. It pretty much always makes sense to pop the ability at the bridge, just because it usually forces out more than one elixir, and you get so much value for only one elixir ability. Alright, I'll cycle my log here, and we'll get our cannon ready. And I know he has freeze, so... okay, my guy. Not my best skeletons, but because he went for the wizard, he can't afford freeze and single elixir, so we're fine. This is like our dream matchup right here. We get so much earthquake value, and log value, and queen value. I don't know what his spells are yet, but I am not in love with the Valkyrie. But I'm going to get my queen in the back just to get my 3-card cycle going. And, wow. I'm like not that far behind in the tournament. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna split the hogs like this. I'll have my earthquake ready for the Skarmy or whatever. I'm just gonna predict it. Okay. Okay. He played it on the queen. Okay. Alright, bet. Our cycle's too fast. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. We're gonna go like this and just clean everything up. My man is running a minion horde freeze cheese deck. We're gonna go ice spirit here and just ruin this guy's day, man. I feel bad. Oh, don't do it. What are you doing? Oh, I didn't even hit all the minions. Don't go freeze. Don't go freeze, brother. I promise you're not gonna break through. All right, let's go like this. I have my log ready. Even just for the mini P.E.K.K.A, it's fine. But yeah, this is what we call a mismatch. And I feel bad. I'm not going to gloat. I'm not going to BM. It happens in the global tournament. It's fine. Not every game is challenging. So, this deck is so good, though. We'll see you in our next game with our last deck. All right, into our last match of the video. Somehow, some way, we left Logbait untouched. Literally one of the best decks in the meta already. But now that it's left untouched, man, who knows the things that we can accomplish. All right, I'm going to go like this. Force out the log, hopefully. No, we see the Ice Wizard come down. Gang in this position does really, really well because, like, it pulls the ghost across the arena. Oh, wow, that is a play. That is a play. We're going to get this Ice Spirit jump. Honestly, not a horrible play. I mean, maybe I could have gone cannon or whatnot. I mean, we didn't take any damage, so I'm not going to complain, but very aggressive by my opponent. I'm going to try and get to my Evo Barrel here. And yeah, Logbait's going to be amazing in the tournament. It just is. A lot of people are going to be running the decks that I've been playing throughout this video, and Logbait does good against all of them, so don't be scared to rock bait, even if you've never played it. Nice. Gang will do good against both sides here. Again, like, just pulling the ghost all the way across the arena is kind of why that placement is so powerful. Only take one Spear Goblin shot, so that's cool. Looks like this guy might be running, like, some sort of homemade bridge spam deck. I'm not 100% sure. I feel like he's going to spam me here. Oh, I knew it, but... I knew it. I only said that because he did that last time. Oh, I messed up that Ice Spirit. Dang, dude. Some of these micro placements today have just not been good to me. Nonetheless, we actually have our Evo Barrel on cycle, so we're going to make back a lot of damage here. At least I would expect to, but we'll see. He's really low on elixir. He's just been going all gas, no brakes. Actually, okay, because he arrows, I'm going to do this instead, and I know we're going to eat one ghost shot, but we should get more damage than he does. No. Yeah, pressing my luck there, but it didn't work. Okay, I like the matchup. I also like that we're going opposite lane because it looks like he's just running bridge spam. So he survives single elixir. That is a lot of times when you can struggle against bait, or bridge spam isn't single, but we lived. Okay, I misclicked my knight. I played it in the wrong lane, but that's okay. If he keeps doing what he's doing, he'll probably give me good rocket value anyway in that lane, so I shouldn't have to worry about it too much. Okay. Might go for some offensive arrows here. I want him using his arrows defensively. That's definitely better for me. If we can get him to use his arrows on defense. This should keep my princess alive. No, I was too slow. But either way, it was a good rocket. Evo Barrel is a great time for us to just, like, go crazy when we have the Evo Barrel on cycle. Knight here, because he's going to eventually spam me. And Princess opposite the lane that he has a lot of his damage. I'm going to go like this, because I don't want to give him arrows value down low. Nice. And his aggression can like only last for so long, you know what I mean? Until rubber meets the road. But I could play this a little more aggressive than I am, but I do want to play a little conservative. Because I like the matchup, and I just don't want to throw it away because I start playing too aggressive or anything like that. Let's go ahead and drop barrel here. Other than that initial damage, though, we've really been looking strong. And I don't foresee losing this match. Alright, let's go like this. Ice Spirit here to jump onto his Ice Spirit and his cannon. Nice. And we have Evo Barrel coming up, so this is what I'm talking about when we can kind of start to be a little more aggressive. And aggressive we will be. We also have a surviving and counter-pushing princess, so we're going to get damaged somewhere. I don't know where. He arrows the wrong side. Yep, makes sense. And that's game-winning damage, and that's what I'm talking about right there. Literally one push is all it takes. Oh my gosh, that one barrel took his entire tower. Oh my gosh, dude, that's crazy. Good game against Seabass. Poorly defended, though, against that barrel, but that's the power of log bait. Oh my goodness. We'll hold that dub, and I'll catch y'all in the outro. And that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Good luck in the global tournament. I hope this is helpful. I hope that you can find 1 or 2 decks that you like and that you can try out. I mean, I gave you 6 really good and really strong ones. So give them a try, and good luck in the global tournament. It's not often that we get bans or we get to do something new. So shout outs to Supercell for doing something very original, and have fun with it. At the end of the day, it's a game. So enjoy yourself, and I really hope to see you in another video real soon. Peace out.